But if you are talking now, you do the next language. Alright, thank you. Please, everyone, take off your phone, please. Bring out your phone for the bag, please. 1 minute, 1 minute. Please search on Instagram, BD_Millennial Hangout. BD_Millennial Hangout. We need you to keep in touch. I know people who didn't stand up to talk to somebody else. I know people who are not checking their phone that have special BD_Businessday is BD_Millennial Hangout. Okay, please follow me on Instagram.
Follow you or follow BD, which one?
Let me on Instagram. The face of Businessday you are seeing now. And please also try to get a copy of Businessday. Like yesterday, we had SME clinic here, and at that edition, we already had it on the paper today. Okay, so let's get straight to this business. In no particular order, let me subject them to do a presentation tonight, talk to us briefly about what we do or what we expected to do. Help me welcome to take on business, personal development, how we can get better. Help me welcome Barrister Mogola Akinkuye. Please, let's give a Millennial Hangout clap. Sorry, ma'am, you're on the spot.
Okay.
Yes.
Standing or sitting?
You can sit, but you can stand anyone. Please, can you sit here so that we can all see you? Thank you. You're hiding. Let's help you.
I'm the first. I mean, I have to write.
Yeah, but after here, you can go to where you want to sit. What wanted to see you? All right, personal development. So talk to us 5 minutes about personal development.
Wow. Okay, my name is Mogola Akinkuye, and I'm a lawyer, a partner at A2. I mean, I didn't think I was going to have to speak in summary about personal development, but what personal development means to me is investing in yourself. I like to say that many people focus on one aspect of their lives and they focus on career, but then there's so many aspects that make up a person. So there's your work life, there's your emotional life, there's your social life, there's your spiritual life, which connect. So you need to invest in every area of those things that I've spoken about to have a balanced life, essentially. So personal development is investing in yourself. I don't know if I've done a good job or if I need to add any extra. Sorry, that's
It's the right. It's distracting, Mr. Bright. All right, please, a round of applause. Okay, guys. Okay, are you following us?
yes.
Please summarize what she said.
She mentioned. Sorry, are you talking?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So she said personal development is not only something about career. A lot of people focus on one aspect of personal development, but it should be all encompassing. So you should be thinking about building your career, your health, your friendships, relationships, your bank account.
Good. Sir, help us. What did she say? Summarize it. I wanted to know how many more people. I wanted to know how many more people are not following like me.
I was following.
Okay,
Because
so,
I was really listening to what.
okay, so re-echo what you said.
Okay, so my name is David.
David, introduce yourself. What you said your name, what else you do and stuff.
Okay, so I'm the head of business development at German, Nigeria.
I asked it because I'm looking for a job. Because the way the type of suit you're wearing shows you that somebody a job. So I'll meet you before you.
So basically, I think personal development for what she said level, basically ensuring that your those things that you find important to you as an individual, you try to constantly, develop in those areas.
Improve on them.
Yeah. So I also want to add that personally, I also, in addition to what she said, personal development is, for me, a continuous journey. It's not a destination. So for you to constantly stay relevant, you have to constantly develop yourself. So there's a saying that excellence or better never stops. You just have to keep getting better. So basically getting 1% better every single day. At the end of the day, you find out at the end of the journey of 9 days, that becomes something that I'm really excited about.
It makes a lot of sense. Okay, these days my class are becoming very interactive. You are raising your hand. Tell us more about the personal development from our school. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Well, what I'm here to say, my name is Akane Bojo. I lead the SME proposition for first time.
Okay.
The part that I heard you talk about was very interesting was that personal development isn't set aside from your normal life. So you don't just concentrate on one part, let's say career or family. It encompasses, according to her, social, spiritual, physical, all parts of your life are part of your personal branding. So you really contribute yourself for one aspect of it.
Interesting. Please, a round of applause for everyone. I think we have more guest speakers for our next Millennial Hangout. Yeah, so, okay, let's listen to the next person before we go to the keynote for this evening. Chinasa Ken, will 5 minutes. Sit, right? So, put her on the spot, so I needed to ask her some questions.
No, you've done the perfect job already.
Alright, so I have an endorsement. Alright, please, in the next 5 minutes, talk to us about business winners.
Okay, good evening everyone. My name is Chinasa Kengugu. I work for PricewaterhouseCoopers and a sustainability consultant, and I also lead the social impact initiatives of the country management team. On the weekends, I'm a co-host on a TV show called What Are You Saying, where we talk about social issues as it affects the youth. So I'm also someone who's passionate about things. So business finance. What I want to say about business finance, I'm on the spot here, I'm trying to put my thoughts together, is for startups, questions you want to ask yourself is, are you attractive to investors? And what are the things that you need to do to make sure that people are interested in supporting you, financing your business? So first thing I would like to mention is, are you doing what you're doing, which is the purpose? And I think that it's a lot of things that people miss. Everybody's put onto the bandwagon of, I want to start my own business. But there's a difference between owning a business and being an entrepreneur. And that's something everyone here should go away with, if you don't go away with anything at all today. So a business owner is just your usual mom and shop, no long-term strategy. An entrepreneur can exist within an organization or outside of an organization. And it's just all about your mindset and how you approach what it is that you're doing. So you're intentional, you have a purpose, you're passionate about it. So even in the face of adversity, you persevere. And that's what makes the difference between an entrepreneur and a business owner. So financing, investors want to finance or fund businesses that they believe have long-term focus. So if I come to you as a business owner, the way you present your business, the passion comes through, and I know that this is something that I can trust. In terms of your skills, it's also how much research have you done into the market that you're targeting. So I need to know that you've done your homework as well. And you also put your money where your mouth is. So if I'm going to put money in your business, have you been brave enough to put money in your own idea? So that's essentially what I have to say about business finance.
You said you were on the spot. This was brilliant. Okay, so we're going to translate this. Let me see how you understand what she has said. So you take the first shot. Your perspective. You know. All right, quickly.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Obubwa. I work with Businessday.
Okay, you work with Businessday. Don't give us this. We know you know it. We know you know it. Okay, so yeah.
Hi, my name is Dayo. I am a software developer. I entrepreneur is very from business owner. That's a summary of, that's the part I got, right? And you always have to make sure your business is attractive to investors. So before anybody wants to put their money in your business, they need to know how much have you put in. Are you brave enough to put in money into your business? And
she just spoke like she was here yesterday, because that dominated most of the things we discussed here yesterday. And a lot of people re-echoed the same thing. Linda said the same thing, and Mr. Chukwuman, they were like, you have to invest your money first before somebody else will have to help you. So I think that's very critical for business. And for business,
Good evening, everyone. I'm Uche. I'm a doctor and makeup artist in here.
medical doctor. I have genetic data.
From what I'm understanding, basically, you're talking about business finance, you have to make it attractive for investors. You also have to have your why. That's what basically shines through when you are looking for business finance. You want to know why you're doing it, not just about having a business. Well, that's what it is.
Beautiful, makes a lot of sense. Please, another podcast. Just come in, sir. Okay, welcome. Please share your idea.
Okay, my name is Beatrice. I'm into fashion, with personal shopper. From what she said, business financing is basically you being able to finance your business. Yeah, you have entrepreneurs, you have business owners just have a shop. While an entrepreneur sees it's a long-term view because you're sold into your business, you are passionate about it. And for people to invest in you, they need to see that you're passionate about the business. And also, you should invest in your business first, whatever you need to see that you do.
Beautiful. All right, just before I call the keynote speaker this evening, if nothing is in your head, there is nothing you can do. So, ladies and gentlemen, this evening, let me welcome John, who will be the founder, Head Start Nigeria. Head Start. So tell us what needs to be.
Am I the keynote speaker?
No. but you can actually you can be the door speaker. We have a keynote speaker, so be the door speaker. Alright, so something needs to be in our head. What should that be as millennials that want to do business or that want to succeed in our careers and all that?
Okay, thanks for having me. As someone who teaches personal development and also new media, most of what I know has been mostly self-taught. And I'm sure that a lot of us know that the landscape has been evolving very quickly over time, especially regarding technology. And so we have to leverage on being self-taught. Last year, I won the Future Awards Africa Prize for New Media, but that's not the testimony. The thing is that I think we need to
Are you the reason why they didn't provide refreshment today? We are celebrating the award. All right, continue.
Yeah, but the thing there is that I don't have a seat. I don't think they know, and it's not me that will tell them. Right? Too late, I already want it. So, but the important thing is I taught myself. In 2013, actually, when I first got nominated for Future Awards, 2013, as I generated that check, I had no idea there was anything like online business, or like I can make money online, or social media marketing. I had no idea. It was an accidental passion. But when a friend of mine introduced it to me, I started reading blogs online, started watching YouTube videos, and in 9 months, I was nominated for the Future Awards Africa Prize for New Media. I had no idea. I was a newcomer, but again, it's not me that was it, right? So the journey has kept on going, and that just shows us how much we can grow if we develop ourselves by leveraging technology. When I got comfortable enough to pay for knowledge, I used to leverage on this platform called Udemy. There's Udemy, there is Udacity. There are many online platforms where we can learn about the technologies of today and that of tomorrow. There are so many things that we need to learn for the times that are coming. For example, blockchain. People talk about blockchain all the time, and most people talk about it. You know, it's a party word, but almost nobody knows what it means. And if you don't know what it means, you should care and you should worry. All right, just go to YouTube and watch like an hour-long keynote speech on blockchain. You'll understand everything about it. Understand cryptocurrency. All right, I speak a lot about this thing called the third world fence, and that is what a lot of us sometimes unknowingly live within. It's mostly those of us who have traveled abroad to do business and come back that are clued into what is called the third world fence, and that is this invisible border that we are all kept within, and we are intentionally excluded from doing business with the rest of the world. For example, we've got people in Nigeria, yay! You can send out money, you cannot receive. That's the third world fence. Now, if I'm in the US and I search for something on personal development, for example, you're in Nigeria, you search personal development, do you know that what you see on Google will be different from what I see on Google? That's the third world fence. You want to send out, last time I tried to send out MoneyGram to a friend overseas. I went to the bank and said, okay, I want to send dollars, and said that my limit is $1,000 per quarter. I thought too, is that a joke? Yeah? That's the third world fence. So I can't do MoneyGram if I want to do a bigger volume. So what do I have to do? Wire transfer. And that's where the bank will make their quarterly figures from wire transfer. And so I had to research, how do we break this? Cryptocurrency. Now, most people run with the word cryptocurrency, and I used to at first. But I said, look, I can't be a technology authority and I don't know. So I studied about it, and I'm like, look, cryptocurrency is a cure to that part of the third world fence. If you want to send money to someone abroad, for instance, using Bitcoin, they get it that very hour, if you know how to do it. You do it right now, they get it that very hour. Transaction fees are terribly low, and that's why the banks don't want you to know about it, because that's how they make their money, transaction fees. Now, you're in Nigeria, and I know some of us here who do business online, like I do, and you have people abroad who want to pay you money in Nigeria, and it's a problem, because there's no PayPal here. And the local payment gateways are doing, I don't say doing a bad job, but I think they too are in the third world fence, right? So the local companies, you know their names, they don't have a solution for that. And so people want to pay from Nigeria, we'll get back to you. We'll never hear from them again, all right? And so cryptocurrency is that key. Since I shared about it in my group, people have started adopting it, and so people can now do business transfer funds, even within African countries. When we talk about Nigeria and the Obodo, that is a complex problem. But even within African countries, transferring funds is a big problem. Somebody in Botswana next door here can't even send money to you here, but with cryptocurrency, you know how to there's a post on my Instagram where I broke down cryptocurrency. If you want to learn the A to Z of cryptocurrency in 2 minutes, just check my Instagram. I did a complete post on that. But these are the trends that we cannot afford to be blind to. I believe that we in Nigeria we should be 10 times as ready to adopt technology, to develop ourselves than the average first world citizen, because we are more endangered. The problems that the third world fence presents are meant to suppress us, not the first world countries. So if anybody should be jumping at technology, it should be us, all right? So these emerging technologies, another one, let me quickly add, is called VPNs, okay? Now you may have gone to some websites and you saw, okay, a 404 page not found, all right? It's not that the website was down, it's just that you are in Nigeria. Yeah, and they have configured it that Nigerians cannot access it. There's this book, popular book, I don't mind saying the name, The 4-Hour Work Week. Who has read that book? Tim Ferriss. Has anybody finished that book? I don't think so. Because if you finish the book, there's a part in the book where he was giving advice. I know when these guys write books, not to us, it's to their people, right? So I don't think he expected that we would finish the book. Well, I was reading the book, I loved the book. And I was reading, I'm like, wow, good stuff. And I got one part he said that in order to preserve your business, do not accept customers from third world countries like Nigeria, full stop. That guy speaks to kings, speaks to presidents, he's a world thought leader. everyone listens to him. If Tim Ferriss says don't accept Nigerians, that is law.
Where can we see?
Thank you so much. It's in his book, all right? So there are ways we can get past that. So some of you try to do business online, you can't, your cards are not working, it's a third world offense. You can't access some sites, it's a third world offense. There's something called a VPN. VPN means virtual private network. Okay? It's used to become any nationality online. All right? I have one on my phone, I have one on my laptop. With that, I can access any content an average first world citizen can access. All right? All right. So another thing I use is called a virtual credit card. You want to pay for any service online, any tutorial, any course online. There's this company I use. They don't know I'm advertising it. I'm not connected with them in any way. It's called Get Barter. So what Get Barter does is that they create a virtual credit card that you can fund in Naira, but to be dollar denominated and have a US-based address. So you can use it to pay for anything. iTunes, Spotify, Udemy, Coursera, anything you want to get into. Thank you very much.
We should have a master class. This is the first time I'm hearing that we're not just in the third world country, we're also behind three fences. Three fences. We have 1, 2, 3, we're behind. What can I get inside Botswana is closer. Botswana is hosting one international conference, economic conference. All right, thank you so much. For some time, we've had on this program a very busy man, and I see it as a privilege having him here. And when he comes up to speak, we don't even know who he is except someone else here. So let me not go into too many things this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a keynote address this evening. Executive Director of Credit Direct, Mr. Chukwuma.
Hi everyone. So, all of things I don't like in life is when I'm going to speak after very brilliant people have spoken. Then my folly will be made manifest. So, just assume that everything you've heard from these three phenomenal people here is sufficient to help you today, and I'm just fulfilling all righteousness. And I don't know what keynote speaker is, by the way. So I'll just run through my boring slides, but everything they have said, keep it to heart. Okay, so I hope with that I will under less pressure. So I'm very bad at following my slides, so forgive me. How many minutes do I have? No, is it 10 or 30 minutes or 10 or 10 minutes? Because, okay. Alright, so when we talk of, unfortunately I'm not a personal development expert like Jonathan, I'm a businessman. I like to make money. And I like to talk about how people make money and what people do that helps them lose money, right? But you see, central to it, to what I really like to do is how we all have a responsibility to be a better version of ourselves every day. If you're going to be ahead in your career or be ahead in life, if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, there must be a deliberate attempt by yourself to be better than you were yesterday. And this is not, unfortunately, I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't know how to do all those things. So I just tell you what I believe is practical. There's a deliberate attempt to be better at it. So I used to have some weird philosophies in life. I used to think that I didn't like to read books, so I'm not the conventional executive that say I read 52 books a year. But at the point in my life, I realized I had to read books to help what I know or to modify my views on a lot of things. So when I say read 52 books a year, if your power can carry it, go ahead. If you cannot, read something on the internet. Google is your best friend, right? Research a new topic. I like saying people, I used to teach ACCA American students a while back, and when I was writing my professional exams, I hated the time I was writing my exams. Right, I came to Akaba like 19 years ago, and it's been, I'm a millennial by the way. By the definition of millennial, I like to put people like Luca to shame that I'm still a millennial by the right definition of millennial. But I said to myself, if I had YouTube and internet working the way we are still managing it now, then I would never have needed to go to class. Now, I was a very bad student. I can't stay in class. I'm a very restless human being, personally. So I can't stay in the class. My mind always tells me, so long as they are speaking English, ABC, 1, 2, 3, then I can know it. So when I'm staying in class, I'm restless, I'm bored, and then I leave, right? Thankfully, I passed, you know. And then I became a lecturer, and I started praying that whoever is in my class should not be like me, else the whole class will be empty. But there's something I always said to myself: if I'm not going to be better than I was yesterday, then I'm not growing. And so as a young accountant, if I made this month's presentation for the financial performance of the business, even if I had gotten a standing ovation, I said to myself, I will not repeat the same approach. I will word my analysis differently. I will use a different template. Nobody sent me, right? But I made sure I was going to do the same thing. I'm not going to do something the way I did it yesterday. I'm going to do it better. Now, if you want to look at personal development, right? If you want to look at it from maybe 4 aspects, the ones that directly concern us. So I was reading up on personal development, and I saw a lot of long things that my power cannot carry. When you guys are ready, go and meet John. He will help you put consciousness and consciousness in English. The word I know that can help you as an entrepreneur. Your career is important to you, and God bless you for saying what we talked about extensively yesterday. Dear entrepreneur, not everybody is called to be an entrepreneur. In fact, I hate cliches, and it's beginning to annoy me that everybody in our generation thinks he's an entrepreneur. You see, there's a huge difference. Rebellious, one who refuses to be accountable, and being an entrepreneur. You say, I can't work for anybody. That's not you being an entrepreneur. That's you being reckless. You refusing to be accountable. And a lot of guys I see or I speak to today say, no, I don't want to do my own thing. What do you do? I said something yesterday, and I don't know, send Businessday to be capturing it in the way that people have been calling me, right? And I'll say it again today. I, Chumawanze, will not give my money to anybody who's fresh out of school, right? Has never worked anywhere, and says you want to start a business. I'm not saying you don't know what you're trying to do. But you see, there is the benefit of using other people's money to learn how to succeed or fail. Right? You see, when organizations have structures, I've been working in this group for 10 years, it's not because I'm mad or because I don't know how to start a business. But you see, every passing day, you learn how to deal with people's issues. You know how to structure a business in such a way that when you start yours, you don't have to lose the money associated with starting up a business. Right? So for all those, the cloud is your stepping stone, the moon is your great stuff, and I'm happy for you. But go and learn work. You know, the other time we were talking about the what's that stuff they do at Alaba, what do they call it? The apprenticeship system. You see, the sense in it is that guy in his first year, if he's selling tire, all he's doing is lifting tire from the car to that place. The boss that is teaching him is not mad. When the guy has done it for 5 years, he leaves him, the guy is making millions. That's why we have a lot of those millionaires. They are shopping to this marina area. You know, their kiosks are really not more than these 2 seats, not even up to these 2 seats put together. Those guys are raking in millions. They started by packing nylon bag. Then you that you don't have, you went to study something in university, because you're a graduate. You now think the next thing is you're an entrepreneur. See, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. I was saying to them yesterday, the next time I will speak at a seminar, I will call true entrepreneurs, and what we'll do for 30 minutes is cry. You know why? Because entrepreneurship is hard, it's painful, it's frustrating. It doesn't money as maybe your first 2-3 years. But I always say to everyone that, you see, my entrepreneurial journey suggests that I must keep the door open, keep getting better every day, keep refining the way I view or I'm selling my product or service. I'll tell you what makes speakers. You don't see, when you come out, see what John has just done, like, he has stood in front of a mirror every day, checked his face, checked how his mouth is moving. The effort that is put into mastering your art, it's not by prayer, and I mean this, it's truly not by prayer, it's by hard work. So if you're going to be great tomorrow, right, cut the laziness, spend less time on daily meal spots, use it to learn something new. You see, it's so free. I learned business valuation and I make a lot of money doing business valuation for people. I learned everything on YouTube. All you needed to do is Google Damodara, watch that guy. He's New York, NYU. I did not pay the school fees. I did not pay anything. The guy had like 40 1-hour classes there. So long as your internet is working, just carry your notepad, be writing. At the end of the day, the guy will send you links, send you all these things you need on it. You'll be doing it little by little. When I do valuation for people, the minimum I'll collect is 2 million. Nobody, I did not go to school of valuation. While I was writing my ICANN, finishing school as an accountant, the valuation they taught us then, if we use it in real life, the company will sue you, jail you, and jail you never come back to life. Right? So those things are available. Another thing I want you to take into consideration, so I've spoken about your career progression. See guys, and I see this at the risk of sounding irresponsible. Take it from me, please don't quote me. This one is millennial conversation. Non-millennials cannot understand it. You see, I look at a lot of people in the workplace today, especially during promotion season. Have you worked in an organization when promotion doesn't come from one person, then it looks like somebody died, the mood is bad, people start beefing each other, people just start misbehaving. And you know, I sat down and I asked myself, what is truly the definition of promotion within the Nigerian corporate context? Guys, let me be honest with you. It's not more than 50K increase in months in very many cases. If you doubt me, say I work as a senior executive in a relatively large organization, so I've been doing this for a while. It's not more than 50K a month. And I say, so is 50,000 going to define my happiness? Or 600,000 a year? And I want to put it for you in context, right? 50,000 a month is 2,000 naira a day. See, if you sell bread, you carry 10 loaves of bread and sell it in the right way, you make 2,000 naira a day. So I say to people, are you putting your happiness or what you call your progress within the context of 10 loaves of bread every day? So when my guys are obsessing, go get out. You are not a serious person. Go and think of that thing. Call a number, 10 million naira. I say this. So I like the pyramid of talents, right? I tell you why I like the pyramid of talents. I don't want to say that it showed that God is a capitalist before Christianity. I say how people are saying. But let's look at that story. The good book says they gave one guy 1 talent. Sharp guy took the 1 talent, packed it somewhere, moved on with his life. Good guy, he didn't make a loss. So accountant to say, sharp guy, you didn't make a profit, you didn't make a loss, like good guy. Hard bread is better than none. Another guy, I think they gave him 5. He doubled it. Another guy, let's say they gave him 10. He doubled it. When the great guy will come back and say, okay, all my boys show up,